Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches, and it is time for a new vlog week. I couldn't remember what I recorded last time, and so I was like, did I record an introduction or did I not? But my video yesterday was the end of that video, so we're good. We're good. Welcome. It's gonna be a little bit of a chaotic week because I work tonight, I work tomorrow, I am off on Wednesday, and then Thursday through Sunday we are having fun at retreat. So I make no promises about recording. I'm gonna try my best, but I'm really bad at it. I didn't do so bad at that retreat last time because I had my own hotel room, and so I would, like, when I went up to my room every night, I would talk to y'all. I do not have my own hotel room tonight, or this time, but my roomie is also a Flosstuber, so maybe we just party together every night. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what she says. All right. So tonight, Angel the New Dawn got 100 stitches again. We filled in some of her chest, a little bit of wing. You really can't tell it's 100 stitches, but it's getting better all the time. We have 100 more left of this before it hits its yearly goal. So I think it's looking gorgeous. This is from Mirabilia. Look at all that space. That's crazy. I think there's a lot of beads in there though. This is on 32 count Jobelin and Icicle from Under the Sea Fabrics, which it's a gorgeous light blue lavender color. I think it's great. I think it's gonna look so good. I started that project as a gift to somebody I no longer speak to. So we're just gonna roll with it. It's so pretty. All right. And then tonight's project was Touch of Magic. It's one of my stitch alongs that I would like to get it caught up by the end of the year, but I'm not holding my breath. But if we work on it every week, our chances are that much better, right? So here it is. We've got, it's hard to see, Cast a Spell. I just have a little bit more white to go in this S and around these letters, and then a wand, and then we are done with section 2 finally. We have the section 3, 4, and 5, pretty sure. So it's quite a bit of stitching still, but if I can have a few good nights of working on it, like a night off at home when I get like 1,000 stitches, will be gravy. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I would love to get it finished by the end of the year, but I don't know. All right, tonight I am working on Nordic Band Sampler. The new piece came out last night. It's a bunch of little snowmen, super cute. I don't expect to finish it while at work tonight, but gotta get started, right? Yeah, I think that's it. I'm just so amped for the end of the week at this point. Even my husband, like 3 times last night, was like, are you just totally excited? Are you getting impatient? Are you like so ready for your trip? And I said, yes. Ready to the point of, I still have a few things I need to get done at home before I can leave. And so I'm like, I need to do this and this and that. And I can't do those things while in the truck, but I can obsess about them while I'm in the truck. And then when I get home, I'm like, I need to do this and this and that and this. And I get nothing done. I get nothing done. So it's okay. We had pizza tonight. I did not stick to the meal plan. I take that back. I did, but I didn't. I had planned for tonight to be KFC bowls. That's what I call them because that's where I got the idea. But one, I like mushroom gravy in mine, and we don't have any mushroom gravy. We only have brown gravy at the house. So I'd have to run to the store. I woke up too late to run to the store and have time to cook. Also, on the drive home this morning, my husband saw an ad for Domino's, and he was like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. And so I was like, maybe I can sleep in a little bit and we just get Domino's tonight. Also, eating out once a week is within my meal plan. I just don't necessarily write what night, because nights like tonight happen. So, or like this last night. So tonight is a pre-planned meal, but I don't remember which one. I think it's tater tot casserole. I'm pretty sure it's tater tot casserole. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Yeah. So tater tot casserole, and then I'm gonna bring some tuna salad for later in the night. I don't know if the husband wants tuna salad tonight. If not, he will get cheese and crackers and other goodies to snack on. So that's the plan tonight. That one is like literally wake up, stick it in the oven, go get ready, come back to it. So I should stick to it. And then of course making the little goodies, but that takes 5 minutes. It's fine. All right, I got to get this stuff packed up because my relief will probably be here within the next 5 minutes. And I still got to get that stuff put in their bags. So, I feel like I should have so much more to talk to y'all about. It's part of the point of vlogging is that you get more than just, here are my whips, here is the stuff I bought. I don't ever buy anything. Here are my finishes. I don't do that either. Here are my fully finishes. I mean, don't be, oh, hey, so I'm horrible about decorating, right? We're fixing to move into this other house and I have to paint and I have to decorate, and the idea is totally overwhelming. But, one of the things is I do have some fully finished items, and when they're holiday or seasonal, I put them up when it's not that season, and I need to remember to bring them out. But guess when I remember to bring out my Halloween stuff? Halloween. So I picked them up and I showed my mother-in-law and I put them back in the box. But I did put my autumn wreath up. I hang it on the front door. I'll try and remember to get a snippet of that later today or tomorrow. I'll be home tomorrow night. So I got to work on that. I decided to switch Forever and Ever over to Merry and Bright. Just because Merry and Bright seems, well, I know it's more winter season, but still, I think it'll work for fall and it'll be a change for a little bit. So I switched that out today while my mother-in-law was there. She thought that was pretty neat. She's like, you have one for every month? I'm like, not yet, but I'm working on it. That's actually one of my plans, thoughts. Let's not say plans because let's not get a little too crazy. But one of my thoughts is that while I am at the retreat, I'm going to be hanging out with Jessie. Jessie got me started on the Cottage Garden Sampling Songbird collection. I don't know if she started Forever and Ever or if she just showed it. And I was like, I have to. So I did. And she and I both did that one. And then we started Merry and Bright together. I finished mine. I think she's finished hers. She's already done, it was at Faith, which she turned into Family. But she's already done that one. So she's one ahead of me. So while I am with her, I'm going to be starting Gratitude. I believe it's Gratitude. I think it's the next one I had kitted up. My brain doesn't want to say that because I originally planned on kitting up Simplicity, and then at the last minute I changed my mind. So okay, that's my relief. I gotta go. Bye. Good morning, my friends. It is Wednesday morning. Work last night was I had one other occasion where I got to sit still for a few minutes while I was waiting for a coworker to get to my location so I could show her where something was. Other than that, this is the first time I'm sitting still all night. It's been crazy. I thought something was wrong with my truck, so I took it to go get fixed. It was seriously there was nothing wrong with it. There was, but it was an easy fix. And I chatted with my boss for like an hour, and then the drive back, and then having to help that coworker, and so yeah, it's just been a crazy night. I did get my daily 100 in, but that's all of it. Like, it's time to pack up and go home, and I'm exhausted. That's the one thing about driving the whole 12 hours is it exhausts me, because most nights I take my little breaks here and there throughout the night, and sometimes I am still bouncing with energy by the time I get to, you know, the yard and I see Casey and he's like, what is wrong with you? But like, I can barely keep my eyes open tonight. I did over 300 miles. It is what it is. So if y'all would like to see Angel of the New Dawn with her 1,500 stitches, because tonight was the last night of daily 100 for her. She's hit her goal. And she's looking brilliant and amazing. So there is that. I did not get to Nordic band sampler, so that, of course, we'll see next week. I don't really know what I'm taking with me. I'm thinking about starting a small for the plane because I have some of those quirky Quakers. I think it'd be really good. And then I plan on having a start or two while I'm there, and then maybe taking 1 or 2 to work on. I don't even know. I don't know. So that will be tonight's problem. I need to finish packing, get that together, and get my house tidied up so that my kids and husband can destroy it over the next few days until I get back. No, they're pretty good at keeping up with most of it. It doesn't get like totally destroyed, but you know, it is what it is when you've got multiple people living in a house. So, all right. I think that's it for me tonight. I know it's super exciting, but yeah, I'm like, I could take a nap just while I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I can't, but my eyeballs are like, you totally could. And I'm like, no, I can't. So, all right. Well, I will peace out. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Check in soon. Okay, I'm doing a quick check-in while I make dinner. Excuse the super messy kitchen. I'm cooking dinner. So the meal plan for tonight was versatile because I didn't know whether or not I would have tonight off originally, or if I was just gonna have to struggle through a full night of work and then get myself to the airport with no sleep. Luckily I got that covered, and so I'm home tonight, so I can make the same meal, just maybe a little more elaborate. So I'm doing pork chops, and I cook my pork chops in my air fryer. I season them and put some butter spray on them. Put them in the air fryer for 400 for 7 minutes, and then I flip them, re-butter them. I use spray butter, and another 7 minutes. The edges are crispy, super juicy, perfect pork chop. If I was going to work, that took 14 minutes. I chopped them up. I put them in a to-go container with, you know, some stuff on the side to eat with it. Since I'm home, we have. This is horrible, I know, okay? My original plan was mac and cheese. The bird is yelling at me. Was mac and cheese and green beans, but we don't have any green beans, so we have corn, which is 2 starches. You should not do that, but that's what's happening tonight. I have some grilled mushroom and onion back there that's gonna go with the pork chops, and then I also have some white gravy that we can pour on the top. I tried to avoid mashed potatoes because I shouldn't really be having that, because sugar. Anyway, but sometimes that's an alternative to mac and cheese. Plus, if it were up to my son, we would have mac and cheese with every single meal. So that's what I've got going on, and I will show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, I have not added the gravy yet, but that's what it looks like. Yum yum. Talk to you soon. Good morning, everybody. I know I have not checked in with you in what feels like forever. It was really just yesterday. Yesterday I talked to you about the meal prep and how it turned out, and it was delicious. Oh my gosh. The white gravy with the mushrooms and onions, delish. Gonna have to do that again sometime. I didn't record last night, even though I did stitch. I stitched on Lady of the Flag. It was like 200 stitches. It wasn't anything major, because a lot of last night was spent getting that last minute packing and cleaning and all that stuff done, and trying to go to bed at a decent time, because that's the whole reason I took the night off of work, was so that I could actually get some sleep. So I ended up going to bed about an hour later than I planned on, but that still gave me 6 hours of sleep, so that was good. This morning I got up, I was out the door by 7:45, took Lexi to school, headed for the airport. It takes approximately 4 hours to get home, to get to the airport from my house. Maybe a little bit more. Stop for breakfast. That turned out to be a lifesaver, because there was a wreck that I just barely missed. I'm telling you, I showed up the same time as the fire truck, and it was bad. It was a bad wreck. And so I'm like, had I been here, had I not stopped for food, I would have been right here. So got to the airport. There's a reason I take early morning flights. Like, it was complete chaos getting on the plane at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. and the flights were packed. There was not a single open seat on my flights, either one. Talked to Sarah because she and I were, both of our flights, we both flew Southwest, were supposed to lay over in Chicago, and then we were supposed to get on the same flight and come here to Cincinnati. But as you can see, I'm here by myself. Utah got some snow. Well, I don't even think that matters. Her flight was delayed. It was delayed because of fog in Chicago this morning. Got her plane out late. Anyways, she landed as we were taking off, basically, more or less. She was just enough behind that they didn't even try and get her there. They were like, we're just gonna rebook your flight, stay the night in Chicago, go to Cincinnati in the morning. So we did not get to meet up. So I went and got the rental car, and I came here, and now I'm going to go to bed because I've got to pick up Jesse at 9 in the morning, and then Sarah at 10:30. So gotta get it done. And it's already 1 in the morning. That's it. It was a full day, y'all. Full day. I had a 4-hour layover in Chicago, so I decided to have dinner and a drinky drink because I was okay. So I'm used to flying Delta. I've flown a couple other things. Basically, I'm used to ones where they assign you a seat. Well, Southwest is not like that. So then I had to just kind of be like, hey, let me sit there. That is not something my introverted self likes to do. Literally, like, I'll wait for the flight attendant to go sit down. I didn't, but they did come over the intercom and they're like, there's no more seats in the back. So if you see an empty seat, just take it. So I was like, ma'am, I need to sit there. And then on the way from Chicago to Cincinnati, I did get a seat towards the back. I still had to talk to people and be like, can I sit there? But, so yeah, it was a lot. And so I needed a drink, and then the whole Sarah thing, she wasn't going to be able to meet with me, which was slightly disappointing because I realized I've never driven in a state other than my own. I mean, I've kind of driven into Mexico, but like barely over the border to the next town. No highways, no nothing like that. Same with Oklahoma. So I was nervous about driving the highways in Ohio because I've just never done it. And especially in a car that's not my own. So I was a little bummed when she wasn't going to be riding with me tonight in my initial nervousness, but that's out of the way now. So when I go and pick her up tomorrow, I'll be fine. Except there'll probably be way more traffic tomorrow than there was tonight. But anyway, I did get some stitching done. Oh, I was gonna say, I had a little drink, and it was some rum drink. It wasn't great. It was okay. Give me a little bit of a buzz, which, because I never drink, doesn't take much. But that drink was $20. Who the heck? No, ma'am. If I had known, I'd stuck to my water. One drink, y'all. I didn't have multiple drinks. I didn't have shots. It wasn't like a $60 bottle of rosé. No, it was one little rum mixed drink. Anyway, I did get some stitching in, but it's not a lot. I couldn't stitch on either of the planes. I couldn't move. Couldn't move. So this was while this was my 4-hour layover. I got 100 stitches in, but I was doing stuff like for the Facebook groups and stuff. So, or writing in my planner or staring at TikTok. So, but I'm going to get to bed. Look, there's this lovely little chair in our room. Perfect little stitchy chair. Got these little things at the end of our bed. Those are our beds. This room is massive, y'all. Look, you could fit another bed over here. We got refrigerator and microwave, TV, dresser. There's a whole nother area over there. It's crazy. This hotel is amazing, y'all. If you ever get a chance to come stay here, it is gorgeous. The service, they're friendly. It's just, It is the best hotel I think I've ever been to. I want to bring my family sometime. But then, like, why would I come to Yellow Springs, Ohio? I don't know. I don't know why we would do that, but if we come anywhere in this vicinity, we'll just get a room here. All right, I'm gonna get some sleep and I will see y'all tomorrow. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Welcome to daylight savings. I have been at work for 10 minutes and I already need the truck light because there's not enough light to record this video. Sorry, I got interrupted by the waitress. I am currently sitting at Texas Roadhouse fixing to pick up our dinner because it's our anniversary. We've been married for 16 years and this is how we're gonna celebrate. We're both at work. I'm gonna pick up dinner, we'll eat it together, and then go on about our night. So I did a really crappy job of recording at retreat, as you may have noticed if you're at this point in the video. I was there for it. You know what I mean? Like, just in the moment and enjoying it. And I really think I can say without a doubt that this was one of the best retreats. No, this was the best retreat I have ever been to. Period. It's so low key. It's chill. I enjoy a good busy retreat where there's tons of new people to meet and there's stitchy shops to go see, and that's its own thing, and I really enjoy that. But this one, there's not a LNS, like Keepsakes is over an hour away, so, or about an hour away. So you don't feel that pull to need to go. There's a restaurant in the hotel, so you don't have to leave for any reason. It was so nice. It was a nice weekend. I had a great table. Most of my table were friends that I had planned to go to this retreat with, and then we had a few others, and it was just absolutely fantastic. Just the long and short of it. So, quick recap. Sarah from our Stitching Kingdom and I think I mentioned this in my last clip, that she got held over in Chicago. So Friday morning I wake up and I drive to the Dayton airport and I picked up Jessie Marie from Jessie Marie Does Stuff here in Flosstube. And then we immediately like went to the Cincinnati airport to pick up Sarah, and it worked out perfectly because as we were pulling into the airport, she's like, I just landed, I'm going to get my bag. Just the timing was impeccable. But because it was early on Friday and the retreat didn't really start till later in the afternoon, the people we were expecting weren't going to be there for a few more hours, and Keepsakes was on the way back, sort of, mostly. We did make a run by Keepsakes, because Sarah's never been. Jessie and I went in 2018, and when we went to the first StitchCon, and I think it was 2018. Anyway, so went by there, bought a few things, really enjoyed it. We went and grabbed lunch, headed to the hotel. The stitching room was already packed. Like, everybody tried to get there as early as they could on Friday. Sat and stitched. I'm going to record later. I will show you my stitching from the whole weekend, but while I was sitting here waiting for my food, I figured I might as well chit chat for a minute, or, you know, 10. So, yeah, Friday night we stitched. We didn't stay up super late. Everybody was really tired from traveling. I think we went up to our room just before midnight. And then Sarah and I both needed to shower, and then we pretty much went right to sleep. We were exhausted. She did not have a good night in Chicago. So, next morning we woke up pretty early. Breakfast is served, and we stitched and hung out all day. I mean, into the wee hours. We ate lunch at Ellie's, which is the restaurant there, and it was, I got the fried chicken, and it was fried chicken and waffles. I didn't eat the waffles because, you know, diabetes. And I was trying to be responsible so I could be irresponsible when I wanted to be irresponsible, like when I bought the chocolate cheesecake. But the chicken was just mouth-watering amazing. They had shrimp gumbo, or shrimp yeah, shrimp gumbo as the soup of the day, and everyone really seemed to enjoy that. It was good food. And then they served us dinner, and it was this Friday night was like a baked pasta ziti, and Saturday night was a pork loin. That ziti, oh my goodness, it was so good. We went to bed. Sarah and I went to our, and daylight savings happened that night. So we're all sitting there at the table, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and then it's 1 o'clock again. So then at the actual 2 o'clock at that point, Sarah and I went up to our room, and then we laid there and talked for 2 hours. Got up early on Sunday. Did some more stitching. We left there right around noonish, me, Sarah, and Jesse, and we went to lunch. And then I took them to I took Jesse to the Dayton airport, and then Sarah and I went to the Cincinnati airport, where we rode our flight together to Chicago, and then she got on a flight to Salt Lake, and I got on a flight to San Antonio. I landed at almost 12:30 in the morning, and then I had a 4-hour drive home, which easily became like a 5-hour drive because I had to make extra stops because I was tired. But that was it. I guess there wasn't a whole lot to tell. It's just, it was so many laughs, so many jokes. Just, it was a great weekend. Really tempted to go back next year. We're discussing. She is going to have 2 next year. One in the fall and one in the spring. Also, you will see another video coming up soon that we made while at the retreat. So you'll see that on everybody's Flosstubes. So, all right, I'm going to actually get that sent to everybody real quick, and I will check in with y'all later. Hey everybody, good morning. Okay, so I had a super chill night at work tonight, and so instead of taking the opportunity to finish the rest of this video, I stitched, and I got lots of stitching in, and you will see that in next week's video because that vlog is going there. But I had told you that I would come back and show you the whips I worked on. So I'm going to try and throw a few of those in here. I may not get through it all. I have about 6 minutes before I have to go. It's that time of night. But I was really trying to hit a goal for an event. So I also have some bot goodies and stuff. I don't know, should I save that for later when I'm less rushed, or do I just throw that in here? I don't know. So, or like gifties, things like that. Okay, so one of the ones I started this weekend, I started on my flight back from Cincinnati. I started the very first flight. I put like 3 stitches in because that was a very short 30-minute flight. We were pretty much up and down. But I mainly wanted to get on the Q-snap, get it ready, and then I stitched on it some on my other flight, but I also needed to take the opportunity to sleep a little bit because my flight was landing at 12:25, and then I had a 4-hour drive home, which turned into a 5-hour drive home. And I was very, very tired. I knew I would be tired, so I got an hour nap in. Anyway, so here I have started the Quirky Quicker Bat from Darling and Whimsy. You can see I've got the Hedgie Chog over here, but we have started the bat in this blue and pink variegated floss. It's super pretty. And that's what I got in there. It wasn't that many stitches. This is DMC 1325. I believe that's DMC. Right? No, Anchor. This is Anchor floss. 1325. So there's that one. Perfect. Okay. So that was the last of the new starts that I made during the trip. This one was the one second to last. I started this the morning. We packed up everything in from our room. We checked out of our room. We went down in the stitching room. I got all the shop stuff packed up, and then I sat down and we had a couple hours to stitch. I say couple hours. I know it's not very many stitches, but you know how that goes when you're talking. So here is 100 stitches. This is henpeck. It's one of the stacks. So you can see I've got the sloths over here. And what you can't see, because it's kind of in the Q-snap right here, is the raccoons. And now we're starting on henpeck. So this is in the top corner. I didn't have any 310 with me. How I managed to make it all the way here with absolutely no 310 is beyond me, but I did. So I started on the star. And this is on 32 count Lugana in Fog from Picture This Plus. The other one is on Panther from Fortnite Fabrics. 28 count, I think, but I'm not positive. I didn't work on that. Where is my bag? My other bag is down there. Because of course, I took my Vic bag with me. The one that she made us for Stitch West. And it holds several projects in it. So I had some stuff with me that I was like just showing off, or I didn't actually stitch on, like Lady of the Flag and Dark Queen of the Earth, but I had them with me. This one is Gift of Giving from Little Stitch Girl. So I started in the top center and worked like that. This 310 is actually Vic from Stitch and Button. I borrowed I actually stole. She was working on the Haunted Library sale, and she had a skein, just a piece, the piece of floss she was working with sitting there, and I took one strand out of it and got that stitched. And then I this is as far as I got, a couple hundred stitches. And that was the one I did the evening of Saturday. That was after I had started this and then already had to frog it. So once I frogged everything out, I was like, nope, that's it. I'm stitching on something else. I'm not going to take this out of the project bag because I'm in a hurry. So this is Ladies Who Lunch from Fox and Rabbit Design. It's the one with the 4 ladybugs on it, and I guess they're eating the sunflowers is the idea. But anyway, I had originally stitched in the middles on all of these and started to stitch in one of the ladybugs and realized I was stitching with red when I should have been stitching with black. So I frogged it out, said let's put this up for a while, and did the other new start. So this is on 32 count Lugana in Elsa from Valkyrie Stitchworks, which is Kat's. She was the one hosting the retreat. This is her fabric. I actually bought it last year's retreat and started at this year's retreat. So that was kind of neat. And I bought this bag from Vic while I was there because it has ladybugs, and I was starting a ladybug piece. That was my Saturday morning start. And then here's a piece of fabric I bought from Live and Die LA. 32 count Lugana in Cardinal. Yeah. Just because it was in my way, so I figured I'd show you. I have one more new start. This one I started on Friday afternoon. It is on 32 count Jobelin in Hanami from Under the Sea Fabrics. I started this. It's one of the Cottage Garden sampling birds. Like I've done Forever and Ever. I've done Merry and Bright. Jessie has done both of those, and she did Faith, right? She turned it into Family, but she did Faith. And I was like, we started those other two together. I haven't started Faith. She was ahead of me on that one. So I was like, I should start this one while I'm with her. So this is Heartful of Gratitude. And I started at the very bottom. So there's the start of my basket. So I got to start it while I was with her. And yeah, so that was the whole reason I picked that start and made sure I started it while I was there. So those were the 5 things I worked on. I didn't work on any whips, all new starts the whole time, because one of my groups is doing New Start November, and these are some flosses, some hanks of Silks for You that one of my table mates gave me. So that was super sweet. So now you got a couple teasers on stuff that I got. We will go over purchases and stuff more another time because I really have to go. But yeah, that's the 5 things I got started. Oh, that one group is doing New Starts November, and so if I start something new, my team gets points. So I started 5 new things. They get 5 points as soon as I go and post them because I haven't done that yet. And but that was all that I am allowed to start this month because of stuff and things, like, but plus I don't really need to, because now I got to get 1,500 stitches in each one of those by the end of next month. I was getting through that list entirely too easy, and I just had to make it stressful on myself. So I know at least one of those is fitting in the categories for this month. I know we haven't gone over all that. I will do that in this coming up vlog. I haven't even planned what I'm stitching on this week, so we winged it tonight. So yeah, you may hear more about Retreat through the week as I remember things, but we're gonna end this clip here because I gotta go. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you found something interesting and keeps you coming back for more. If you are a returning friend, thank you for coming back week after week. I so appreciate you. I thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting. That's liking, right? Watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, all the ways that you show you love me, and I will see y'all next week.